Whew. What's going on, chat? Happy Thursday, man. Y'all see the lighting is a little bit better today because I came a little bit later than usual. You know, sometimes we hit the snooze button. I thought I did it on snooze, but in fact, I turned my alarm off. So I woke up, it was like 5:17. I was like, shit. Didn't have much time to come work out, but I know how to be effective in a short amount of time. So that way I was like, there's no way I'm not going to go work out. And I had a limited amount of time. So I was like, I still made it work though. So sometimes, life throws you a curveball. I went to set up my tee, put my tee up, pushed the button, went and did some other stuff, was ready to go, come back, get the tee, leave. Tee didn't even come out because there wasn't enough water in there. It was missing like this much, the stupidest thing. It just seemed like little stuff like that kept happening, but it was just like, all right, I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm not going to get anxiety because I know I got to be there at a certain time so I can get my workout in, because me not getting the workout in was not negotiable for me today. So that's why y'all see the good lighting today. So maybe I'll start doing it this way so y'all have some good lighting, but who knows. But it's been a good day this morning, man. I woke up feeling real good, man. One thing that I say was really been helping me over these last couple weeks, helping me just like release a lot of things, take a lot of weight off my shoulders. My body's been feeling a lot better because I've been releasing a lot of energy that was stored inside of my body. My lower back, I used to have little like issues with that. But ever since I found out what body parts are associated with what type of emotions or internal issues, once you start letting those go, I realized like my lower back is like perfect, like it's never felt better. So just been picking up a lot of stuff lately, man, and implementing it. So that's the thing about me. Like when I learn something, I go ahead and put action to it. The shorter time that you take to learn something and then start doing it, the better. Because if you don't start as soon as you get it, or at least like within a 48-hour time frame, you probably just gonna end up forgetting it, and then you end up being reminded weeks and weeks later, maybe months, and then you got to go back and be like, damn, I could have started this already and got the benefits and got the good effects of it, but instead I procrastinated and I waited. So if it's something good, like go ahead and do it then. Go ahead and start it then. And you don't have to do a lot at one time. You could do a little bit, start off slow, man. But it's all about implementation. My goal right now is to learn something new every day. Just one thing. If I can learn one thing, if I can learn one thing new every day and implement it, that's 365 things I learn and implement every single year. That's crazy. Compound interest is the biggest thing. It's the greatest thing. A lot of people think you have these really, really big breakthroughs at one time. That's not really what happens. And if that does happen, it's because of a hockey stick effect, because you've been putting in those small inputs over a long period of time. And the next thing you know, it just grows exponentially. But that's how the universe works. That's how nature works, because you have a seed and then you put it in the ground and it takes a long time. And then you finally get a big oak tree, and then it's like it started from this. You have to continuously water it every single day. Give it sunlight every single day. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you tend to it every single day. That's how everything is. So don't discount the small inputs. Most people stop because they're putting in effort and action and they're not seeing the results that they want. You've probably did the same thing. I think every reason people quit is because they feel like they're not getting enough results out of it. If I can give you $1 and say keep it for 2 weeks and you get $1 million, you're probably not going to give up with that. But if I give you $1 and say you got to keep it for an entire year and I'll give you $1 million, chances are you might not end up keeping that same dollar. But it's the same concept, it's just over a long period of time. You know what I mean? So never discount the small stuff. Those are the inputs that end up becoming something great, because you just do one little piece every single day and it just compounds over time. Boom, boom, exponentially, boom. Boom. You keep working out, showing up. There's this older guy who used to tell me all the time, all you got to do is show up. All you got to do is show up. He must have said that to me like 300 times, bro. Like, honestly. And I just be talking to him because he used to do like clothing. He's the one that actually helped me like start doing my t-shirts and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I'm going to be like you when I grow up. You always say stuff like that, because he was a real cool guy and he had it figured out. He put me up on stuff. He was like, man, all you got to do is show up. That's what separates the people who make it and the people who don't. The people who do the thing and the people who don't. Those people who make it happen, they find a reason to show up. That's it. It's that simple. And everybody else who doesn't, who becomes stoppable, everybody that's stoppable, y'all find a reason not to show up. That's the difference. I'll tell you a secret. Nothing in this world actually stops you. You are unstoppable. Everybody is unstoppable, right? The thing is, you choose. You have to make a choice or a decision to stop. You decide that. Nobody else. Life didn't life and make you quit. You decided to quit. Everything comes back to the self, me. If I lose, it's my fault. I don't care what happens. There's people who are way more successful than me, who were born in poverty, have been orphans, had no touch with money, like all odds were stacked against them. But they decided to make it a non-negotiable for them to succeed. And that's how it works. That's how transformation works. If it's not a non-negotiable, if you don't create a new identity to step into, you're not going to last. That's it, because you're going to fall back to your habits. You have to get so disgusted. You have to be so dissatisfied with your current circumstance in order for you to make a real change. That's how transformation actually works. This is why when y'all get hyped up, oh, summer coming around, I need to lose 10 pounds and blah, blah, blah. It be all hyped up. Y'all be so motivated because that's a drug. Y'all just hyping y'all doped up. And then 2 weeks later, that drug gone. I'm not motivated no more. Yeah, duh. That's how it works. Motivation is not what keeps you going. You have to create a standard for yourself. You got to be so dissatisfied with what you got going on that you're saying, hey, this is not acceptable no more. That's what happened to me. 14 years ago, when I was an overweight alcoholic drinking every single day, Monday through Sunday, I got to a point where I said, this is not allowed no more. And then this very next day, I took action. I went and got a gym membership. I didn't know shit about working out. I didn't know nothing. You know what I started doing? Cardio and just picking out exercises to do and studying. Information is everywhere. We got ChatGPT now. I didn't have ChatGPT 14 years ago. All you got to do is research. It can create a workout program for you. Planet Fitness is cheap as hell. You have no reason why you can't go work out. I don't care who. In the comments, I don't care what. Go argue with your mama. There's no reason why you can't work out, period. Oh, I don't have money. Planet Fitness, $15, bro. What are we talking about? You get you a partner, you can get the black card. Y'all can go have fun, and then it's cheaper. Now you got a workout buddy, and y'all both can go at the same time. Come on, man. Anyway, y'all sound real stoppable right now. If that's an excuse that you got, you sound real stoppable right now. But I digress. The point of the matter is this. Everything comes back to the self, man. Your decisions, not life, not your circumstances, not that bad thing that happened to you 10 years ago. It's not about none of that. I'm not saying that those feelings aren't valid, because they are. That's okay. But don't be a victim to something that happened to you a long time ago and taking it throughout the rest of your entire life. That's a victim. That's a loser's mentality. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to continue to be a victim. You're going to continue to be a loser. And the saddest thing about that is you're not going to be able to contribute to humanity with the gifts that you have. With the gifts that you have, because you are a unique person. You can be taking those unique gifts and have the proper mindset and not only change your life, but inspire somebody else to change their life too. That's the saddest thing about that whole ordeal. You know what I'm saying? When I was a low vibration person, I had good people around, but I would push them away because I was at a low frequency. You know what I'm saying? I didn't love myself. And I had a lot of things going on. That's why I turned to alcoholism. That's why I was doing the things that I was doing, eating bad food, because I didn't care about myself. You know what I'm saying? Everything boils down to self and self-care and self-love. The thing that I've noticed in my personal life is the more that I've done that and done the internal work and becoming a more beautiful person on the inside, the more beautiful things that have been happening to me on the outside. Because the outside is merely a reflection of you. All this that you see is just a mirror. So if you look at somebody and you feel a type of way, you have no idea who this person is, don't know anything about him, never spoke to him, you're projecting yourself. They are a mirror for you. If you see somebody and you get jealous, you feel inadequate. That's the thing. If you see somebody and you feel a certain type of way, you might be a little insecure. And that's not to call you out and be like, oh, you're this or that. If you don't understand yourself, how are you going to change and evolve as a person? Spoiler alert, you're not. So learn to look in the mirror. Everything comes back to self. Every predicament we find ourselves in, we put ourselves in that predicament. And if we take accountability, we can get ourselves out of it, out of anything. And you know what? The craziest thing is, not only when you start doing things for yourself are you going to be headed in the right direction, but the universe is going to be in back of you and move things around that you can't even see or fathom with your human mind. And you can be like, where are all these blessings coming from? They coming from within. because you started changing your inside, and then your outside started to reflect that, because it's a mirror. That's today's talk, man. Hope y'all got a lot of good game. Hope y'all got a little good information. Hope y'all got a lot of good, things to carry you and wisdom to carry you out through your day and your life. And hopefully this stuff resonates. If y'all like what I talked about, leave it in the comments. If you got a comment, leave it in the comment. Even if you a hater, leave it in the comment, because you're just going to blow up the comments anyway. I'm cool with it. Kill me, I'm short. Talk about this pimple right here. Tell me my teeth ain't straight. I don't care, because I love myself. You feel me? And I'm fly. And I'm fly. And I'm doing something productive and speaking life into people. So yeah, come on. All the haters in the comments, everybody in the comments, you just go to the comments. Shout out to the Unstoppable Academy. That's my community. If you want to transform, the link is in the description, man. I love y'all. Peace. Oh, and as always, like I always say, no obstacle is greater than the power that you have within. Peace. Stay unstoppable.